Hello and welcome back. I am Chris, she is Anne-Marie, and this is your weekly slice of Jibber-Jabber. Now, AM, before we get started with this week's show, is there anything that you'd like to get off your chest? Anything that has irked you? Anything that perhaps has bamboozled you? Or perhaps you've learnt a little something this week that you want to share with us?
Well, actually, I have got a couple of ththings. I'm not going to lie to you. I've got to get it off my chest. Might I just say hello, everybody, and how fantastic it is to be back with you all. I'm not 100% tonight, so just bear with me.
You're getting a bit poorly, so in post-ed we will take out the sniffles and all the other bits. We wouldn't do that to you. We wouldn't keep them in.
I'm so relieved, thank you. However, yes, I have got a couple of things to get off my chest.
And this is the time to do it. Feel free.
Chris,
get them off of your chest.
Tell me something. I have a question for you. Tell me.
Yes.
When is our next bank holiday?
Have we not had all our bank holidays this year? No?
Our next bank holiday, Chris.
Our next bank holiday. I don't know. When is our next bank holiday?
Christmas.
Enlighten me.
Christmas.
Don't mention the C word.
Do you know what?
Christmas.
I don't know how to feel about reading this. So I read this on social media earlier, and I don't know how to feel about it. Is this a... my goodness me, Christmas is coming and I'm not ready, I've done nothing? Or is it... okay, this is warning now. Christmas is coming. I've got plenty of time. There's ages before that next bank holiday. Which road do I go down with this? I don't know.
I'm gonna go for the second option. I'm gonna say, actually, this is our warning now. We're just about to enter into September. I think when this goes out, it will be September. So I would say that let's take it as our warning. And let's just say we all need to be a little bit prepared because Christmas is very much around the corner. But I can't believe that's our next bank holiday.
That is our next bank holiday, Christmas.
What have we learnt from this? I'll tell you what we've learnt is that Britain needs more bank holidays. We should start a petition. Let's get more bank holidays between now and Christmas.
What other bank holiday would you slot in there?
I would quite like Halloween to be a bank holiday.
Okay.
Mind you, I'm sure there's probably lots of people kicking up a storm with the fact that I've mentioned Halloween being a bank holiday, but I think Halloween I'd quite like.
Okay, I think Bonfire Night should be a bank holiday. Guy Fawkes.
All right, we'll go with that. Bonfire Night. That's great. Right, so Christmas is around the corner, so next bank holiday. Anything else now before we move on? This is your time. This is your platform. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Oh my goodness, what have I learned this week? I have got one little fact. Did you realise that if you're heading out to the gym...
because that often happens.
Not really, I know. This is probably not a great fact for me to give you, if I'm being honest. Anyway, for any gym goers out there who like to go to the gym, according to a Dr. Michael Mosley, there is one drink that can help you on your gym journey, provided you drink it
On your gym journey,
provided you drink it about an hour before you head off to the gym.
What is this drink?
Can you tell me, Chris? Have a guess. Any guess. Go for it.
A double vodka and slimline tonic. Might this be the drink?
Oh, Chris, come on. I said gym. Not bad.
Okay. Would it be like cranberry juice or something like that?
No. Coffee.
Like I need any more reasons to drink coffee.
So now you have a great reason to join the gym, Chris.
Shall we get on with this week's show?
Okay.
Now, how does your personality change when you're around different types of people, or does your personality ever change when you're around different people? Depending on who you're around, does that personality of yours change?
Yeah, I think it must do to a degree. It must do. Do you know what? It's quite funny, actually, because I had a conversation with my dad just today, about some of the things that I used to get up with back in our college days, Chris.
Oh, gosh.
I told him the Christmas spoons story, which I'd which I'd never told him before.
Because that was really early on as well. I think we'd known each other for probably just a few weeks. which felt like a lifetime, because I think we've mentioned this a million times before, not just you and I, but as a whole group of people, we really bonded very, very quickly. But you and I especially. But I think we'd probably only known each other for a maximum of 8 weeks at that point, because I arrived late.
Yeah.
But are you going to tell this story?
Oh, well, I kind of feel like I've got to, but I'm no good at shortening stories. You may need to edit this bit
I'll
out.
jump
okay?
in. I'll edit it down.
Yeah,
right.
jump in if you like.
Yeah.
Or correct me as I go.
Okay.
So there was a group of other students in college on a different course who were heading down to a well-known pub.
Yeah.
For Christmas drinks.
Yes.
Our course had a lecture to go to.
Yeah.
And I
think
decided...
it was can I just say it was performing arts in business studies? That's what it was, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
You've put it out there now.
Can we just say, now that we haven't brought this up, I think you and I both need to apologise to Noel Reese, that it had nothing to do with him and everything to do with the fact that subject was as boring as poop, quite frankly. It was. I
sorry,
thought Noel was brilliant.
I'm really sorry.
So we apologise, Noel. Massively apologise.
How many years on are we apologising? Oh, goodness
I think
me.
21 or something.
Oh,
all right,
anyway.
As you were.
As I was. So I had this information given to me that they were all heading down to this particular pub for Christmas drinks.
Because, of course, the link there was the group of people that were going off to this pub. I had gone to school with a couple of them, so that was that link. And you'd made friends sort of independently with one of them.
I had.
As well, and that's where the whole link came from. So we were like, yeah, we've got to do this.
Yeah. So I turned to you and I said, when you go to lecture, can you please let them know that I've gone to a dental appointment? You turned to the next person and said, when you go to the lecture, can you tell them that Anne-Marie has got a dental appointment and I have a doctor's appointment? Anyway, this went round.
The most original excuses you could think of.
This went round the whole of our course. Everybody knew that we were heading out for Christmas drinks, and that was that.
Not one person thought we were going to the dentist or the doctors.
No, 2 people turned up at the lecture that day. Everybody else was in said pub.
What can I? This is what you're. This is what college is for, people. It's not to get your A levels. It's not to get a BTEC in performing arts. It is to go to the pub with your mates.
Absolutely, do not condone underage drinking. Might I just
absolutely
add?
Not. Absolutely.
However,
not. But this was 21 years ago.
This was 21 years ago, and I do remember coming into college the very next day, and everybody sitting on the floor, all lined up, and looking at me as I walked in and saying, "You're wanted in the office." Thanks, guys, for that. Thank you for dobbing me in. All these years on, thank you.
I can't remember what happened to me. I think I was fine. I just think
I don't think you turned up the next day, Chris.
He's a lost cause anyway. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so back to the subject. Are you talking to your dad about personalities? That's where we've taken a little detour. So what were you saying about, like, do you think that your personality does change depending on who you're with?
Yeah, I think so. It's more so perhaps when I was younger.
Yeah.
I wasn't the same person around my friends or my peers as I was in the company of my parents.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's a tiny bit of that, I think, that is kind of stuck.
Yeah, I think that ultimately I try to keep the most sort of authentic part of myself. But you are right. I think when you're in a work environment, when you're out with your mates, they're going to be two completely different versions of you. At the core, there is you. But I think sometimes society sort of almost demands that you sort of adjust to your surroundings, because what's acceptable down the pub with your mates is not acceptable in the office, and vice versa. You know what I mean?
100%.
So I think that's probably true of everybody. I think, and like I said, I try to keep it enough of me in both, but ultimately, I think we all readjust. Depending on who it is, I'm not going to be the same with my niece, for example.
Well, no,
I
exactly.
am with you, because
again,
first of all,
family members, isn't it? It's very
exactly,
different.
yeah. So we try to stay authentically ourselves, but ultimately, we do adjust. I think that's probably fair to say for most people. Let us know whether you're an adjuster or whether you're just constantly the exact same with all the other people. Do get in touch with us on all of our socials.
I can't wait to hear about it.
Should we get on with the next little section?
Yeah.
Now, we've got a new part to this show. Previously, in previous episodes, we used to do Would You Rather? Oh, but we are mixing it up for this batch of episodes. We now have Never Have I Ever.
Oh.
Now, never have I ever re-gifted an item, like a gift. Never have I re-gifted a gift.
No, never.
Never. I'm going to confess, I've done it. I'm not going to tell you whose gift I re-gifted and who I gifted that gift to, but I have done it. As you all know, if you go back probably quite a few episodes, I don't have a great time with gifts. Quite often people give me things like shoe shining kits as a proper gift. But I once was going to a party and forgot to buy a gift. So I ran around the house and I found a bottle of Gucci body lotion, put it into a box, pretty like I think actually it was for the Queen's Jubilee in 2012, whatever that was. It was one of those boxes. Put some crepe paper in it, wrapped it up, stuck a bow on it, and gave the gift because I didn't have anything. So I did re-gift a gift.
Brilliant. I'll be honest. So I'm gonna come clean. I have done it.
Of course you have.
With one thing in particular that really I do it with, only because I'm quite fussy.
What is it?
A bottle of wine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think most people do this.
Yeah.
Because in my family at Christmas, there are certain members that give one another bottles of wine. But at some point, I think we're just all passing the same bottle of wine around. Do you know what I mean? I think we all just re-gift the wine.
Yeah, definitely.
And I bet lots of other people do this as well.
Do you do anything else with them bottles of wine that you don't want or like? Because I also do something else with them as well.
Do you give them away for gifts for raffles?
Yeah.
Do you... Can I just say, right? This has just made me think. Do you remember, like, in school? Did you ever have to bring in tinned food so that you could send it off? And I believe they were sending it to sort of underprivileged kids in Africa. I think that's what I vaguely remember. It was to help. We
still have to do this occasionally.
Yes, they
for our
request it. I
children.
mean, tell us what they request. There's probably a list, right? What kind of things are on this list?
So I don't know if every school is the same, but with our school, every year has like a different sort of category of foods to take in. So, for example, some might be asked to take in tinned food, some might be asked to take in tea bags
what
and
type
coffee.
Of tinned food? An example of tinned food.
Beans,
maybe like
tinned
beans.
fruit, rice pudding, tinned tomatoes.
My mother once sent me in with a tin of spam.
That's all right. It's tinned food.
Spam? No, it's tinned, but nobody wants spam. Actually, as it goes, I really quite like a bit of spam. My mother hates it because as a kid that she was like forced to eat it, so she hates spam. But for me, it's the equivalent to corned beef. I hate corned beef. But I'm not.
I like
not
corned
too much
beef.
A fan of, I quite like spam. Do you?
Yeah, I do like corned beef. Not a fan of spam, but yeah, corned beef.
Are you one of those disgusting people that likes corned beef hash?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
yeah.
We're moving on. Now, what is the cringiest thing that you have ever posted on social media? Do you have anything? Because I was thinking about this question. I thought it was quite a good question, but then I was thinking, God, I don't really post much on social media, and most stuff that I do is work related, right? So I thought, maybe AM's not going to have anything to bring to the party on this. But do you know what I did? I thought this is a question that I don't want to miss, so I popped onto Google and I found some examples. Do you want to hear them?
I can give you an example.
Oh, go on.
So way back in the day when Facebook was reasonably brand new, and you could poke
and nobody really
people.
knew what it was. Yes, do you remember the poke button? I was constantly getting poked, and also on Facebook as well.
Yeah, they also had Hot or Not, I think it was called.
Yes,
do you
Hot or
remember
Not.
Hot
You could
or
rate
Not?
people. Yes, I remember this.
Yeah, so I used to share that on my page.
Oh, did you? Because
Just
I
to
used to do quite
get-
well on Hot or Not. Did you?
people to rate me. Well, actually, I didn't do too badly, but I
Yeah, I did all
mean,
right.
I think it was all random people that I didn't actually know, which is
Oh
quite...
yeah, I don't think it was people from your list. I think it was
No.
just whoever was on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, no, I remember that. I suppose that is a little cringy, but then everyone did it, didn't they? So I don't know if it is because everyone did it. But this is what I found. So someone posted as a status on Facebook, I believe. Someone told me that you can buy stuff on the internet by putting your credit card in the CD slot of your computer.
What?
They go on. They go on. Is this true? Because if it is, it's the smartest thing I have ever heard.
Oh.
I don't know if that's cringy, but quite gullible. Would you not agree?
Yeah.
And then over from Twitter, I found this one. I saw a girl carrying a hamster, so I asked if I could pet it, but it was actually a muffin. So I'm on the way to jump off a cliff now. I mean, it's a bit dramatic. We don't suggest doing that, but I mean... No, right. Not naming any names there, but let's talk about cringy stuff on social media. I often, so everyone that is on my Facebook, I have met in some capacity. Other social medias, anyone can follow me. My other socials are open, but on Facebook, in some way I've met them. I've gone to school with them. I've gone to college or uni with them, etc. Or I've met them in some way. So often there will be people that maybe I've gone to school with, perhaps, but I don't really remember them anymore because it was a long time ago. And they are putting these whole paragraphs about their private life on Facebook as if it's like free therapy. But we're talking like insane detail about like their family situation. And do you know, like just like oversharing. There's oversharers. I know more about their private lives than I know about my own in some cases. I find that cringy.
Yes, that can be cringy, but however, what I have noticed as I'm getting older, and perhaps this is an age thing.
Yeah.
Do you know when Facebook or other social media bring up previous memories?
Yes.
Some of my statuses from when I was way younger, they're quite cringy, you know?
Well, some of
Why
mine
would
don't
you
make
share
sense.
stuff like that?
I would put stuff like, had the best day ever and had a really great audition. Like, just really mundane rubbish. Like, I'm off out dancing tonight. That kind of, it's never anything interesting. Although the other day, a Facebook memory came up where we did that sort of, it makes me laugh when we call it a reunion because it was only like 4 years after college. But we did that reunion and that came up. It was 15 years ago, like, I don't know, like say 5 days ago or something. It came up on my memory. That wasn't cringy, but yeah, we're talking about memories.
I think,
yeah.
Do you know that you've said that? I think it came up on mine.
Yeah.
I'm sure
well, it
it
would.
did.
We were both there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, did it? Maybe not.
Maybe not.
No, because I think I've changed my Facebook since then.
I think you have as well. But yeah, no, but then I suppose if you're tagged in the pictures, it still might come up.
I don't know.
But yeah, that was 15 years ago. Insane. But yeah, I would say it's cringy stuff is when you see people sort of oversharing about their private life. And trust me, in my feed, I'm not going to name any names, but you know who you are. In my feed, there's a lot of that happens. And often I think it's just so they get validation. And people are like, oh, no, yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is cringiest moment.
Let's move on.
I love a word. Big fan of the word. So, the word of the week, another new section.
Uh-oh.
Get ready for it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, this week's word of the week is baboonery. So, shall I tell you what it means?
Please do.
It means foolishness, stupidity, or nonsense.
Okay.
Baboonery.
And would you use that word?
Well, let's set a task. This week's homework, guys, is you need to find some way, somehow, of using this word and slip it in.
Sentence.
Yeah, in a conversation.
Wow.
Baboonery.
If you manage to slip this word into a sentence, please let us know. And also, let us know if anybody's queried what it means.
A little bit of a debate. Breakfast, is it the most important meal of the day? What are we saying?
No 2 days are the same with me, I'll be honest with you. If I'm up really early, then yeah, breakfast becomes quite important, because otherwise you've got a massive wait until lunch and then you're more likely to snack. And I do like to snack, so yes, breakfast is important. However, if it's anything like today and I'm feeling under the weather and I've stayed in bed a bit longer because I've not had a great night's sleep, yeah, breakfast is not so important because we're halfway through the morning anyway.
So I've got a little bit of bump on this, a little bit of information.
Okay.
So apparently breakfast literally means breaking the fast, as you've had no food or fasted since the day before. Breakfast helps top up the energy stores you have used during the night, whilst your body repairs and renews itself. It also gives you mental and physical energy for the morning activities, whether at work, school, home, or out and about. Breakfast is said to be the most important meal of the day, yet up to 1/3 of us regularly miss this essential meal. Many of us are time pressured in the morning, but with a little planning, we can find a breakfast choice to suit our lifestyles. So, yeah, up to 1/3 of us miss it. And I have to say, I am in that 1/3. I don't have breakfast. I mean, if I'm up and about, maybe at about 11 o'clock, I will have something, but I don't really have breakfast.
Do you find, though, that if you don't eat your breakfast, you tend to snack more?
No, I'm also not a major snacker either. I just don't feel like, when I get up, I have a coffee. So that's like the first thing I need is a coffee. But no, I'm not. If I'm going to have breakfast, it would be something like poached eggs. I love a bit of sourdough bread and avocado. But again, I'm not going to do that until about 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's your ideal breakfast?
Ideal breakfast is probably the works: bacon, egg, beans,
It's like a full
mushrooms. Yeah,
good old full British.
Really nice breakfast.
Do you like black pudding?
No.
Oh, I love black pudding.
No.
And quite a Welsh thing, lava bread. Are you a fan of lava bread?
No.
Oh, I love a bit of lava bread.
But, if it's a normal day, I don't have time to do all of that. So it's either like Weetabix with a banana or banana on toast, something quick and easy.
So something really quick and easy. Now, a little bit more bump. Some people skip breakfast because they think it'll help them lose weight. Now, wait for this. But a healthy breakfast, high in fibre and low in fat, sugar and salt, can form part of a balanced diet and can help you get the nutrition you need for good health. So a wholesome low sugar cereal with semi-skim milk and fruit sliced over the top is a tasty, healthier alternative for a breakfast. What are we thinking to that? Does that grab you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically they're saying breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Would you agree with this or disagree with this?
Agree. Absolutely.
I'm disagreeing. I don't have breakfast. I reckon keep it till about 11 o'clock or stay in bed a little bit later and get up at 11 and let's call that breakfast.
Oh, we can't all do that though, can we?
No, we can't. But before we move on, quite a serious question. Is soup...
Soup?
Quite a serious question. Is cereal actually a soup?
No.
No.
What?
Quite
What
a serious no. Well, I mean, it's got like little bits in it, like a minestrone soup would have. It's got a liquid. Are we not calling that a soup?
No, absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely
and
not.
Okay, fine. That's a definite no. And that's this week's debate. Now, another brand new section of the show is the review section, where we're going to find some of the funniest, the worst, cringiest reviews and help you folks out, because we all have a review, right? How many times have you thought, I'm going to buy such and such, and then thought, no, I'll read the review before I buy that? Have you done that?
Yes, I will be honest, I have, and I did that just today. We needed a new clothes era. And we've never had an electric one before, but I was looking at the electric ones and I wanted to check the reviews before purchasing. So there you go.
Oh, you see, so we all do it. So this week, we are diving into Amazon and we are going to find some of the, in my opinion, funniest reviews from Amazon and hopefully help you with your purchases. Now, the first one I found is for a book called Where is Baby's Belly Button? Now, there might be some spoilers in this review, so just warning you if you're thinking about buying the book, Where is Baby's Belly Button? So the review has given this a 1 star, and this is what they've written about Where is Baby's Belly Button. This book is completely misleading. The entire plot revolves around finding Baby's belly button. The title makes this much clearer from the beginning. However, there is no mystery. There is no twist. Baby's belly button is right where it's supposed to be, on baby's stomach, right where it clearly shows on the cover of the book. The plot is a complete mess, and as a result of this, the mystery of where the baby's belly button is, everything falls apart the second you realise that the belly button was in plain sight all along. There is no conflict, there is no character development, and there is scarily no plot. Whoever wrote this book must have a serious error in judgment, because you would have to be an infant not to immediately understand where baby's belly button is. This is one of the worst pieces of literature I have ever read.
Wow. How can somebody be so disappointed? Where were they expecting the belly button to be?
I don't know. That's a review by Pac-Man. That's their handle. Now, this one I really loved. This is for an Amazon Kindle waterproof case cover protected pouch. So you put you put your Kindle in there and it protects it from any water damage, right? And this is what Ben Harrison has written. He's given it a 5-star. So he's quite happy with the product. Or is he? So Ben's written, got this for my mother-in-law for bath time, hoping it would be rubbish and her Kindle would slip out and electrocute her. So far, the bloody thing is staying in one piece. Great for waterproofing your Kindle. Bad for murder.
Oh my goodness. Well, and I do hope mother-in-law doesn't see that.
Well,
that's all I've got to say on that.
And my personal favourite is this. So it's Creative Arts by Charles Leonard Glitter. So it's a glitter product. And this is what Brian has written. Brian has written, so I woke up in the middle of the night in my 2-bedroom apartment. I find my roommate passed out face down on the wooden floor. I think nothing of it and go back to sleep. The next morning, I wake up for work and there is a homeless guy asleep on my couch. My roommate woke up still drunk and had made friends with this homeless guy. And this is the second time he's let a stranger into my apartment.
Oh, wow.
You are probably thinking, what does this have to do with arts and crafting? Well, I bought this product and proceeded to cover everything my roommate owned in glitter. Every t-shirt, every book, every pair of shoes, his bed. I covered his entire life in glitter. He will have glitter in every crevice of his existence until he dies.
Wow.
Did some track out all over my apartment? Yes. Does the carpet look like a Care Bear farted all over it? Yes. Did he threaten to kill me? Sure. But will he ever let another stranger sleep on my couch? No. Will I ever have to worry about a random guy off the street murdering me at night? No. All the security for just $12.44. Unbelievably staggering value. Can't recommend this product enough.
Wow. Well, there's a review for you, isn't there?
Isn't that a review?
Yeah.
And I think he gave that product a 5-star as well. So hopefully that has helped you this week when buying some random products off Amazon. And,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, if you've got any funny reviews, do send them in.
Do.
Now that's this week's show, all neatly wrapped up. We have come to the end. So I'm going to bid you a farewell until next week. I'm Chris, she's Anne-Marie, and this, of course, is Jibber-Jabber.